actually think of me as less than you. Just wish that I knew how something like that could happen. Maybe it's just in passing, 'cause nothing is everlasting, no. But like really though, how do you know that I can overcome all of the obstacles? She just looked me in the eyes, said it's gonna be alright, 'cause I know that's how it goes. The only thing we know is that we change. Nothing's ever gonna stay the same forever, forever. No, it won't, 'cause no one ever does. You just have to learn and learn to trust whenever, whenever. As blue as the sky above you, it's true that it won't end this way. If you lose and get sad about it, just know it's gonna go away. It doesn't make sense that somebody else got all of the praise when you did the same thing. It doesn't feel real when they all say it's the same rules when you play, when you know that's not the case. The only thing we know is that we change. Nothing's ever gonna stay the same forever. No, it won't, 'cause no one ever does. You just have to learn and learn to trust whenever. As blue as the sky above you, it's true that it won't end this way. If you lose and get sad about it, just know it's gonna go away. As blue as the sky above you, it's true that it won't end this way. If you lose and get sad about it, just know it's gonna go away.
Okay, you sit right there,
Okay, hang on, let's check it out. Okay, I'll sit down and you go check
and
it
then
out.
I'll check. Just
Okay.
put one leg in or
Okay.
something, and one leg out. Oh,
Gotta get my notes. Okay. Hi, everyone.
hello.
We are at Virgin Active in Siam, and we're in their meeting room. And I thought, wow, you know, we wanted to do a video today, and I thought, where are we going to go where it's going to be quiet? And I thought, why don't we just go in the meeting room? And nobody said anything, so we just came on in here to make a video. So hope you're all doing well. Just wanted to say hello and do a little chitter chat with you and talk about a few things. He won't ever say anything. It's all on me, you know. We wanted to talk. I've got some notes, so and I'll hide them with my little fan that I got.
It's our third one.
Yeah, I have 3 now. They're all different. They hand them out here. If you're lucky, on a Saturday, you'll get one of these if you go to Grid. We wanted to talk a little bit about staying in the U.S. if you're on Social Security and you don't get very much. Life can be hard. I wish you would talk more. I wish you would talk
I think you
more.
should just do the video. I don't
I
have
wish you
anything
know.
to say.
You're going to stay in here.
No, because you have good ideas. You want to talk
But
about.
you can add in little things.
Okay, if anything comes to mind.
Okay,
will.
I just wanted to talk about that mainly because I just got a new increase. I got the Social Security cost of living increase. Okay, now that might sound all well and good to you, but the cost of living increase that I got was how much?
I think it was like $14.
Okay. $14. How much is $14 going to get you per month more in the US? What is it going to buy you? Let's think of some
A couple
things.
coffees out.
Yeah, probably a couple of coffees out.
Yeah.
Here, a cost of living increase, $14, will get you coffees, a dinner, and a dessert.
Yeah.
Okay?
A full meal.
Wouldn't it? A full
Yeah,
meal.
for sure.
So it would buy you dinner with a drink, not a cocktail. We don't drink anyway. So it would buy you Schweppes, a sugar-free Schweppes, a nice meal at maybe IKEA. You could get the pasta, or you could get
We can get the full meal.
you can get a full meal, and
With
you can have
coffee and
dessert.
soda
You could go
water,
down, yeah, a soda water, and you can go downstairs, and then you can get a yogurt ice cream. Okay, and you might even have some money left
yeah,
over.
Yeah, they're only like $1.50 each.
So, what I really want to say is that if I would have stayed in the US and I was a single person, I would have probably not been able to even live a normal life, because I have, let me go to my notes. I got a cost of living increase, and so that's going to give me $735 a month. I was making $714 on my Social Security. Now, granted, that's because mostly my life, I mean, I did work for many years, of course, when I was younger and single. I worked full time. Sometimes I worked 2 jobs. But then when we got married, I stayed home, right?
Yeah.
Tell the people.
Yeah, you stayed home and took care of the house.
I did the dirty work. No, I loved it.
I didn't leave it dirty.
It was fun. No. What I mean
Before
is
I left.
being a mother and staying
Yeah.
home is much harder than going to work.
Oh my gosh,
really is.
I really do feel that way, because
is.
all the stuff that I do during the day, the time goes by so fast. It's like it's already nighttime after doing the grocery shopping,
Now
preparing
you know.
the food,
Yeah.
making our
There's just no
dinners.
young children to watch.
taking care of the dogs.
Yeah, the
3
dogs,
times a day,
exactly.
3-4 times out.
So getting back to Social Security, I make $8,784 a year.
That's with your increase.
That's
Yeah.
with the increase,
Yeah.
$87.84 a year. Okay? Okay. So I just want to tell all the women out there that are living on limited means, and men too. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of men too that are retired and not getting a lot of Social Security. You can come over to Thailand and you can have a really good quality of life. Now, I was trying to think if I would have been able to make it on 87, 84 a year alone here if we didn't have your pension. And
It would be tight.
that was so $735 a month. I wouldn't recommend coming over here if you only get that much per month. You might want to supplement your income. Like, I know a lot of people teach English, do things online. YouTube, if you get enough views, it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. It's all on how many views you get. I came to the realization of that after talking to my friend Patty Doyle, and then realizing that he was right. It's about the views. So anyway, but if you want to subscribe, please, thank you. I wouldn't mind. So yeah, you can have a really good quality of life here. And I just wanted to go over some of the things. You know, I remember when we lived in the US, I never felt a sense of unity, like when we were out and about, like in a shopping mall or had a little minor incident, but we're back. There is a sense of togetherness here. Now, what I mean by a sense of togetherness is we can be on the MRT or the BTS and we're in a crowd of people. I mean, you're like this, okay? There's people right on you. And I don't ever feel any like negative energy or any animosity against another person or, you know, in a crowd of people. I feel a sense of, you know, it's good, it's all good, it's all okay, everything's cool. I don't ever remember really feeling that. I can remember Ray and I would go down the walking path in Marin County where we used to live, and we'd go walking or running. And when we'd pass people, we'd smile and say hello. And most of the time, we just got this. Here, we get smiles back and hellos. Even with a mask on, they still...
Yeah, you can see the cheekbones go up.
Yeah, and the eyes change. Like that. So, I mean, we love that. That is one good thing. There's no aggression. Have you ever felt any aggression?
Never.
I have never felt any aggression here from any Thai people when I have been out and about.
Yeah, even riding our bikes here to the malls and stuff, whenever we're on our bike and it's all clogged up, people just take their turns and there's no angry. No one's angry.
No anger. No. Also, people get excited about life. You know, remember Dr. Phil, he'd say, I want you all to get excited about your life. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay. You know what? People get excited about their life here. People are excited about their life. I mean, granted, not everybody's all smiley, hoo-hoo, ha-ha every day, you know, giggly, but they get excited about little things. Like, for instance, this little fan. I mean, how many women came up? The girl was handing out the fan, and I went like this, and I went, and she gave me the fan, and everybody came up and they're like, you know, it's just a little fan, okay? But it's just it's the little things, like, it's the little things in life, right?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, that's cute. They get excited about that. Butter Bear. Remember?
Oh,
they'll wait for hours for Butter Bear to come.
2-3 hours, easy.
Just to get a snapshot of Butter Bear coming in. It's exciting. Right?
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. Okay, I also wanted to say something about, I had to write these little things down because I knew I would forget if I didn't. You know how if you're from the US and you have to use the restroom, will they let you when you're out and about?
Anywhere.
No, in
Here.
in the US.
Oh, in the US, no. They got signs.
You're not allowed to use the restrooms. It even says everywhere, no restrooms, or they'll say that, sorry, it's out of order.
Restrooms for
Customers only. I mean, so you'd have to go in and you'd have to purchase something or go into a restaurant and sit down and eat a meal to use the restroom. Here, you can use the restroom anywhere. Anywhere. And they're all fully open. Everywhere you go, and they're nice, aren't they?
Yeah, and you went into the movie theater.
Oh my gosh.
And you didn't even buy a ticket.
I wanted to use the restroom at the movie theater because we were doing an interview with Dean. And I said, I've got to use the restroom. And we were at Starbucks, and it's a little kiosk, so they didn't have a restroom there. And they said, movie theater. And I said, oh, okay. I had no idea I could go into the movie theater. And sure enough, they let me walk right in. I didn't have to buy a ticket. I mean, it's almost like I could have gone in and just watched a movie while I was in there right away. And the restrooms were, they're beautiful here.
They're
like
always cleaning up too.
So nice. This one was extravagant. I mean, it was fully marble. It had beautiful lighted mirrors and soft music and fully carpeted. And it was just so fancy and nice. Restrooms everywhere. You know, when you get older and you have to use the restroom, sometimes when you gotta go, you gotta go. It's like a child. I mean, I practice a lot of yoga, so my Mula Bandha is
Tighten that mula bandha.
Right? Tighten your mula bandha. You know, it helps. It was a good training. But as you get older, you know, things loosen up. Okay. You know what I'm saying, right? So restrooms are in full abundance anywhere you go. All right. Now, what else? On public transportation, if you are on a BTS or an MRT train, what will they do if you're older most of the time?
Oh, everybody, the young people always get up for any of the older people.
Yeah, normally they'll do that.
And if people come on the BTS or MRT with children, the younger generation gets up and lets the people with the children.
Yeah.
And it's always, I always see that.
Yeah.
And I always do it too.
Yeah, Ray always does too. I had a man get up, an older man actually, and he told me I can sit down when I got up. And I was like, oh, are you, I was just like shocked because he was older and it seemed like he really needed to sit down, but I didn't want to tell him no, so I did. It's just really nice. They treat you with respect.
Yeah, the men get up for the women all the time.
Yeah,
too.
the men get up for the women all the time. They're very respectful here. And when we used to live in the United States, I remember when we would be out walking or maybe we'd be in line somewhere at a grocery store and there'd be some young people standing in front of us in line. And sometimes they would cuss so bad. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
They just had the worst potty mouths. I mean, I was be like, I just can't even believe that they're talking like that. And I'm an older person standing right here. Have you ever heard that here?
No.
Ever?
No. I mean, we don't understand Thai all
Well,
the time.
that's
but
true.
Just seeing the expressions on the face, they're not saying bad
Cuss words.
Yeah.
There's just so much respect here.
Yeah, you don't see the angriness at all.
No, there's not. Going back to the Social Security, and if you're a single woman and you're not able to afford to stay in the U.S., I just want to say how safe it is for older women and men. I mean, you hear about things happening to older people in the U.S., I don't even want to speak the words of the things that I've heard that have happened to older people and seen on the news reports of older people with what's happened to them in the U.S., being hurt and whatnot. I don't even want to utter the words, but I just want to say that I have never seen or heard of anything like that happening to an older person here. Have you?
No.
No. It's so safe here, and so you have peace of mind.
Yeah, the 2 years we've been here, I have never seen the police have to reprimand anybody in our 2 years here. I've never seen anyone get handcuffed, pulled over.
No, I haven't either.
No, I have not seen any reason for the police to have to.
And a lot of women are afraid that if they move over here, or men, I'm sorry, I'm saying women because I'm a woman, but I just want to say for generally men and women, when you move, if you do move over here, or if you're thinking about ever moving over here because, you're tired of life there, you can't make ends meet. If you ever feel like you're going to be alone here, think again, because there's so much here going on. There is an abundance of things going on here, not only at the holidays, okay, but you're going to be invited to things because you're inevitably going to make friends. There's Facebook groups. Now, I don't really like Facebook that much, but I did join some Facebook groups living here because it helps you if you need information about things. There's groups that will help you. Like I think I mentioned on my last video, the women, on Dean's interview, there's a couple of women's groups that I joined. And I like that because they're nice. They respond nicely. There's no sarcasm. Whereas if sometimes you join a general group, there's always going to be a smarty aleck comment. Never seen that once on the women's group. And if you leave a message in the comments asking, I can tell you the names of those groups. But they will have little crafting events. They'll have little coffee dates. They'll have little meetups. If you're, say you're Italian, they'll have an Italian dinner night, or you can go to an Italian. There are so many different things that you can do here if you are an older person and you're alone. Don't ever feel like you're ever going to be alone. With us just joining the gym, we have met so many people.
Yeah, all ages.
All ages.
There's 60, 70-year-olds pumping these classes.
Oh yeah, we talked about that. We've got a 66-year-old friend, and Pia is 73, isn't she?
I thought she was,
73,
yeah.
and she's in all the boxing and body pumps. I mean, you will not only stay in shape, or even if you don't decide to do those classes, you could do gentle classes. You're going to meet friends, and they're going to be able to help you if you need anything done, or if you don't speak Thai, they can help you with that. And it's just nice to have a little network of friends living in a foreign country. If you need to go anywhere and you don't drive, which we don't, we ride our bikes. We always ride our bikes, and we feel very comfortable on them, don't we?
Yeah.
Very safe.
Never had any close calls.
Thank goodness.
We
Thank
don't
goodness.
drive fast.
No, there's been no close calls, but there are Grabs, there are MoveMe's, and there are taxis. There's motorcycle taxis. We have a motorcycle taxi, and he's a very safe motorcycle taxi driver. And he parks right outside of our condo, and he just sits and waits until one of the residents needs him. And we've used him before, and we've both gotten on it once, right?
On a short trip.
On a short trip. We don't do them far trips, but he brought us up to the, where did we go?
Did we get our massage?
Our foot massage.
Foot massage, both of us.
He wrote us both up, and we were going to pay him the full price for 2 people, and he just said
he only wanted to charge us one rate.
price. So we gave him a little extra. Yeah. So, there's plenty of transportation. You will not need a vehicle. Don't ever worry about that. You will be able to get to where you need to go, okay? Shopping. If you're worried about shopping, you can do something called macro online shopping, which is similar to what our son does at Whole Foods. What's it called?
Oh, he does. No, it's.
Our son does the thing where you can order groceries online and they do the shopping, and then they can either bring it out to your car. I'm not sure if Whole Foods delivers it, but Macro will deliver it to your house. And we spend 3,000 baht or more, we have a free delivery. And Ray orders vegetables and fruits online, and they come in what condition are
They're perfect.
Really
I've
good
never
quality.
had anything spoiled that they've delivered.
So that's free, and they ring you up when they get there. They come down to security, they ring you up, they let you know that they're there. The security helps them unload, and they put it on the flatbed trolley, and then we just trolley it right into our elevator and go on up. It's so easy. You don't need to worry about that kind of thing here. They make life easy here.
Yeah, everybody's getting Grab deliveries all day and all night long.
Yeah, for meals too.
Constantly. It's all at the service table. And people are constantly going out there and getting
See, now I just got an alert on my watch. My Lazada order was just delivered. Okay? It's easy peasy living here, guys, and it's a lot of fun. So I just want you guys to know, we wanted to talk about those things. We also wanted to mention something that we just heard this morning that we were really excited about. There was a new law that was just passed in California. When was it passed?
Just like 10 days ago.
Okay, and tell us about it.
It's the Proposition 36. Because Proposition 47 has been around for like 10 years. And
10 years?
how long? I'm not too
okay,
sure.
I'm not sure if it's been 10 years. I don't think that's been 10.
Well,
because
I mean,
Proposition 46 was what?
Proposition 36.
No, 46. What was that one?
No, 47.
Oh.
47 was you can steal up to under $1,000 and not be prosecuted or get a felony charge on that stuff.
If you go to a grocery store or any shop, you can steal up to $1,000 and you don't get prosecuted.
You just get a misdemeanor.
Misdemeanor. So you get a misdemeanor, okay?
But now they changed the law where California is going to be a little more safer because they're going to crack down on the fentanyl dealers and smash and grabs.
Okay, so
Any
Proposition
type of
36
threat,
was
yeah.
just passed, okay?
Petty
And now, if you go in and you steal anything,
anything,
you're going to get
you can
prosecuted,
get
right?
you're gonna get prosecuted.
Okay,
and
so
but it's only going to be a felony if it's like your second or third time.
okay.
Or if there's more than 3 people, it's also considered a felony. If there's more than three people or more, you're going to be charged with a felony, even if it's your first time.
What do you mean 3 people or more?
Well, if you go in as a group, that's also a felony.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's something new I just found out too.
Wow.
I read.
Okay, see? And also, they're cracking down on the fentanyl dealers.
Yeah.
Because as we all know, fentanyl is a real thing, and it's ruined a lot of lives, and it's killed a lot of people. It's a terrible, terrible thing, and so that I'm really, really glad to hear about this, and I'm really glad to hear that they're cracking down, because I'll tell you a little story. Before Ray and I moved out of the country, we went into a grocery store in the town where we lived, in Santa Rosa.
Yeah, it was Santa Rosa.
It was Santa Rosa. Well, we were living in Marin
On
before we
4th Street.
left. But we were in the grocery store, okay, before we left at a certain time. We were getting some coffees. We must have been there seeing Oliver before we left or something, but nevertheless, we were waiting for our coffees, and I wasn't paying much attention, but Ray noticed a gentleman with a shopping cart, and he was pushing it out, and it was loaded full of everything you can imagine, groceries of all sorts, alcohol, there was paper towels, there was toilet paper, a lot of high-ticket items, loaded in his cart. And Ray watched him walk right out of the grocery store. And he said to the Starbucks barista, "Excuse me, but I think that gentleman over there walked out of the store without paying for his groceries." And I immediately said, "What?" And they said, "Oh yeah, it's okay. It happens all the time." And that's when I moved in, and I said, "What do you mean it happens all the time? What are you talking about?" And she says, "It's just a common thing." And I says, "Aren't you going to call the police?" And she says, "They won't come," didn't she?
Yeah.
They won't
Takes
come.
an hour
Takes
and a
about
half
an hour and a half or so for them to come. So we don't even call them anymore. So Ray says, "What are you doing?" But I ran outside because I wanted to see what this guy was going to do or where he was going. I honestly, as I repeat the story, I have a hard time believing it really happened, but it really did because we were there. And I went outside the store, and a couple of the workers went outside.
And the manager
came out.
Car,
they went
the
outside.
truck.
We all went outside, and then we were standing there. And the fellow, his friend, pulled around in a pickup truck. And the guy with the cart went over to the pickup truck, and his friend jumped out of the car, and they started loading up the truck. And they were looking at the manager and all the workers and me standing there, and they were laughing. And I says, "I can't believe this." And she says, "Just, it happens all the time. This guy does this. We've seen him in here. He's done it many times." So all I'm going to say on that is I wanted to become Instacop at that moment and arrest the guy because I just couldn't believe it. I mean, he didn't take like maybe something small because he was hungry. He thoroughly abused it and took everything he could get and just loaded it up and just was laughing as they were unloading the truck. There's no reason for that. I just think that that's uncalled for. So I'm really glad that this new law came into effect. I just heard about it this morning, and it's really good news. And it'll make California safer for a lot of people, I believe, as long as they keep, cracking down on this. What did they say they were going to make the fentanyl people do? Go to rehab, right?
Some type of rehab. Yeah, they can either do prison time or rehab.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I hope they have enough room in the prisons and the rehab because fentanyl is a big thing.
Yeah, that's a little bit what they're scared of, that the prisons are going to fill up again.
Yeah.
And
anyway, we want to end on a good note. So let me see. Do I have anything here in my notes? Well, all I can say is that we still love our life here. We had a quiet Christmas. It was very relaxed, and it was a little bit melancholy because we missed our children and our grandchildren. It's hard. That's the one thing about living internationally. you can't spend Christmas with your families. So that was kind of sad, but we got through it, and we wish everybody, you know, so much love, and we just hope that you all had a wonderful Christmas holiday and you're all staying safe, and that life is good wherever you are in the world. And if you ever get over to Thailand, look us up and we can have a coffee together and it won't break the bank. Right?
That's right.
So just remember, life begins at the end of your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to take chances and live life and go for it. You only get this one time, right? There's only one chance at this, and you got to give it your best shot, right? So that's all I got to say on that. So you guys take care. We love you all. Please subscribe, like, and share if you'd like to, if you like the video. And I don't see why they wouldn't. I mean, we even have cute fans, right? All right, you guys, take care.
All right. See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.